So I'm trying to make sure that when I'm recording, we can get everything. All right. So, but I think we good. I think we good. We here. We here. Working with some new stuff, so we trying to figure it out, right? Um, but welcome. Welcome to another episode of Late to the Party with Dody and Reggie. I am Reggie. Shout out to Dody. Life be lifing, right? Shout out to my guy though. The weather out here, we woke up this morning and it looked like we was about to get something crazy. Not like Blizzard 93 crazy, and if you from down here, you know, but it when you look out the window, before you look on the ground, right? Before you look on the ground, you thought, man, it's about to snow again. It's falling, falling. You look on the streets and shit, nothing. Ain't nothing happening, right? But it's cool. It's cool. We here though, right? Welcome to another episode of Late to the Party with Dody and Reggie. I'm Reggie again. Shout out to my guy Dody. Today, first off, how's everybody? I hope everybody's good. It's been a busy week. And not for like I've been busy, of course, if you know I'm a barber. So I have been busy, but I'm just talking about in the realm of music, right? So I got a few topics here. Of course, shout out to Dody. I got a few topics here, but I do want to start. One of them I want to start with is the AI, the whole AI thing. AI is a thing that a lot of people, including myself, have been kind of back talking against in the sense of when it comes to music. And I know a lot of artists, a lot of you see. I don't know if y'all noticed that one of Coca-Cola newest commercials is AI. Like they can't look at me in the eye and tell me it's not. It's definitely AI, right? So with AI taking over, you got it on your phones, you got it on your computers, you got it in the music now, right? Even let's go back to I think it was last year. The Weeknd put out a song with Playboi Carti. One of the rumors was that Playboi Carti's verse was AI. You know what I'm saying? Like he sent the I don't know how they did it, but in the sense of like I wrote the lyrics, somebody recorded it, ran it through a AI filter, it sounded like me, put it out there, right? And when it comes to that, even it comes to Kanye right now, that has been rumored to you been using a little bit of AI. I'm not a fan of that because you are still here. Why are you? If you're gonna be in the studio, you're gonna write the lyrics, you're gonna perform the lyrics, but you perform them lazily, so you let somebody else run it through the AI. You know what I'm saying? Now it really got your vocals on it, or you don't even write it. You run through the lyrics through the AI. You put a filter on something. I don't know how it's working for most people. Long story less long is there have been cases of people that, including the DOC, we reviewed the DOC's album a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago, and we were like, that would be one person that if he did AI, it would bring his voice back. We with that. You get what I'm saying? So now, shout out to Beanie Siegel. I think he had a situation where he had got shot years ago, but he has now started doing music again. And the rumors are there is a album coming out with Beanie Siegel using AI for his voice. This is something that I heard on Twitter/X. I don't know why we say /X. Either you're going to call it Twitter or you're going to call it X. But this is something that I heard on Twitter. And this is let me see if I can shout this page out. This is a name, somebody's name, Magic. It says Beanie Siegel using AI to bring his pre-collapsed lung voice back to probably the best use that I've ever seen it. Which, again, if there is a reason to use AI, people that have lost their voice, this is the reason to use AI. Now check this out. Flip phone stay ringing, iPhone on airplane, man, the 10 payments. I'm Now, it's just a short snippet. It's just a short snippet. It's like 8 seconds. You know what I'm saying? But even in that, it's just good to hear that voice back again. You get what I'm saying? And if he's going to be able to write his feelings, write his lyrics, write out everything, he's going to be able to go in the booth and record it and then mask it with a filter to actually sound like his voice again. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love it, especially like I said, it's the DOC, it's Beanie Siegel, people like that who need it. The only thing, the other side of it is it's your younger voice because since you've had this situation, you haven't been able to update the world on how your voice would change. I mean, people's voice change. You get what I'm saying? So that is, I won't say a negative or I won't say a problem with it, but I would say a knock, a slight, knock to using AI. But we are able to hear your voice, so I do think that's a good thing and a good use of AI. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I want. I wanted not all, but I did want to start with that. Also in music, we have rumors. This has been going on for a little while. It's been going back and forth. And if you are a fan of rollouts, there don't seem to be a structure onto how a rollout should be, how long a rollout should be, when you should say, you know what, let's go ahead and drop the album, or is it too short of a rollout? You know what I'm saying? So the clips, which is Pusha T and Malice or No Malice, which is brothers from Virginia. If you know the clips, most people know Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you talk about clips, you have to also preface it with, hey, it is a group of Malice and Pusha T. But the rumors for the album is still swirling. And I guess it's not rumors anymore. I guess though it's the wait for the album now, because Pusha T has been out saying the album is on the way and is almost done. It's close to being done. The only problem is they was waiting for one more verse. There was speculation that the verse might have been Jay-Z, but someone had uploaded a song that they heard from a video where Pusha T, they were doing the fashion week and they had a song, Chains and Whips or Whips and Chains, and it was just clips. Now somebody had uploaded that. They got a strike to their video, and then when you get a strike to your video, it usually shows you who's striking it down, what song it is, and all like that. Now, when the song first was rumored or leaked, there wasn't a Kendrick Lamar verse. But now there seems to be a Kendrick Lamar verse that is or rumored to be part of the Clips album. And we all want to hear Kendrick. When it comes to Kendrick in 2025, I really want to hear him more. I want to hear interviews. I want to hear, but anyway, the album was on the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. I wonder what's the route. Drake and Kendrick has a problem. Drake and Push has a problem. So there are people online saying, "Oh, they're going to team up to diss Drake." First off, I don't think that would happen. Second of all, I hope it don't happen. There's no world where I want to hear them, especially when the beef is over. You got my man in court suing right now.
I'm gonna sue.
He's in court suing. I don't want to hear y'all two teaming up to Dog Pal. If it happened, it's a good song. It's a good song. But that's not what I'm looking for. So I do wonder what is the route of the song. I want to know what the route of the whole album is. You got Pusha T. You have Malice, which he's changed his name to No Malice because he went the gospel route, the Christian music route. And then, so it'll be good. Now, we've heard them on songs since then, but it'll be good to hear them put a full project out together. I don't think they've had a project. I don't want to even get my years wrong, but it's like 2009, 10, 11, something like a full project. It's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I know we had another. It was another week, another fashion week where it was. I think it was a Pharrell show where you had a song that was playing as the models walked, and it seemed like to be a song about their parents, because I think they have lost their mom and dad, so they was talking about that. Either way, that song was, it sounded good. So we are going to get that adult side of that, and I don't think it's going to be as much cocaine slanging from Pusha T on this album, which I don't mind the cocaine raps. I know a lot of people, they be like, he got to grow out of that. He got to, hey, if it's good, it's good. He's always said he want to be the Martin Scorsese of of drug raps. Continue with the same story, but we kind of change it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? On more albums that's coming out, I seen that Lil Baby is. I was about to say threatening. I was about to say Lil Baby's threatening a new album. He's not threatening a new album, but I did see somewhere where he has a new album in the works coming out in February. He posted it, and it was like 2 dash question mark dash 25. You know what I'm saying? Hinting at there will be a new album coming out in February of 2025, right on the heels of Wham. Excuse me, which I wasn't the biggest fan of Wham. It's a cool album. It's a little baby. Um, he then put out the deluxe. I think the deluxe had like 3 or 4 extra songs. They were cool. You know what I'm saying? I know they was shooting a video. I seen a video of him shooting a video with Future for the song that they have. So we want to see how that go. I mean, my bad. I'm going through my notes and seeing when I ain't got my guy here with me. I got to go through. I got to make sure I'm not getting lost on nothing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So as far as new music, that's another album that we have been looking at that to come out. Also, Joey Badass. Joey Badass. Of course, we talked about the song "The Ruler's Back" a little while ago.
Yeah, the ruler's back, baby. Hey, yo. Too much West Coast dick licking. I'm hearing.
That's Joey Badass, right? And again, when I hear that, I know they saying that, hey, it's a Hove line. Cool. You can, like I said in the last episode, you can pay homage, or whatever, and still be dissing. I don't think it was more of a diss to the West Coast. I still, even though we're gonna talk about what's going on now, I still believe it was more of a call to the his coast, his East Coast. Uh, if you from the East Coast, be from the East Coast. If you from the West, be from the West. You from the South, you from the South. And not saying that we can't connect in the middle on some stuff, but in the sense of like, hey, if you from the West Coast, you don't have to ride so hard for another person just to show them love. You know what I'm saying? Don't abandon what you standing on just to jump over here, right? That's how I took it, but it don't matter how I took it. And I'm a battle rapper, or I'm from the battle rap culture, I guess. You can say that, and I could think it's not a shot at the West Coast, but I can also hear how the West Coast could hear that, West Coast artists could hear that and take it as a shot. And that's exactly what's been happening. When I say your boy Joey Badass has been getting jumped left and right every day, I have heard a different West Coast rapper, people that I don't know, people that I do know. Shout out to Daylight, shout out to Rayvon. I think I heard it's gonna come to me, but Joey Badass has been getting jumped right now. Everybody and they mama that's on the West Coast, even niggas that ain't on the West Coast, like, cause he was talking about the rulers back, the king of this, the king of that. Oh, you wanna go with everybody. So that's what I'm hearing when I'm hearing some of these rappers now. Daylight had a decent one. Daylight, if you know Daylight, Daylight is a battle rapper, and to me, one of the best battle rappers. Him, Loaded Lux, Murder Mook. Anyway, but Daylight is one of them, right? But when you hear what he dropped, you can tell it was kind of like hey, now, if you want to go there lyrically, we can do that. But I'm going to just jab you a little bit to kind of tell you who I am, right? I'm going to just show you who I am for a second and see what happened, right? Now, the one that I want to point out the most is from TDE artist Rayvon. His is called Crash Out Heritage, and he uses the Heart Part 6 instrumental to kind of stab or throw shots back at Joey Badass. So we're going to hear a little bit of that right now.
Courage come from niggas who minds in the middle with nowhere. It's monsters where I'm from. You stuck if you trying to go there.
First off, I like that he picked this beat because it's like it's not as what I want to say. It's not overdone. Like this beat is the Heart Part 6 beat, but it's like a calm beat. So the beat not gonna take you away from the words. It's actually gonna draw you in to want to hear with this soulful sample what somebody is saying. You get what I'm saying?
Was a crackhead, cocaine on his nose hairs, getting high with the low fares. No joy.
That's Rayvon. He goes on. But on this song, he starts real calm, but then it's like he starts to get into it. Let me see, because he throws shots at what's the guy? Tory Lanez as well. He throws shots at Maul from Rory and Maul podcast.
If we in a giant race, my hustle be for rappers, client base, pray they don't violate. I'm trying to make it home to my daughters with my entire face. Ozempic claims on the block, the way we losing the weight. Dissing my sign, leave you can shine, you're blue in the face. Y'all cheesy as fuck, charcuterie.
Anyway, I don't know. Like, and I know we want to live on like, nah, Joey Badass, he had the 1999 album. He had this, he had that. Don't get me wrong. Joey Badass is a good rapper. But some of these other niggas is different. And if you was jumping out there and you thought you could handle Kendrick, then cool, you think everybody else is easy. Once you hear niggas like this who gonna make you have to sit back and say, okay, let me get this together. It's not gonna be an easy run because there's some niggas in the rap game right now that if you was dissing, it'll be easy. That's the same thing I say with Drake. That Family Matters song, 85% of the rap game is taken out. 85% of the rap game, that Drake song is killing you. But it's just some niggas that make you want to, I got a rap. You know, it's not no like, I'm better than you type shit because cool, you better than me. You make more hits. You got more money. Your house is bigger. But the niggas that's not there yet, them are some of the hungriest niggas. You know what I'm saying? Or the niggas who don't live off of that. That's another thing that the world has, especially and I'm gonna say the internet. The internet has made it where it's like numbers is numbers, and that's the only thing that matters. Yeah, but them numbers don't change when you hear somebody going back and forth with you.
Base, the unity fake. Go get them down. diamond testers.
I seen somebody post and it was like, nah, don't try to rap like this now. Get back to that West Coast rap and da-da-da-da. Not all West Coast rappers do the hyphy rap and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all done heard Vince, y'all done heard Kendrick, y'all done heard Tyler, y'all done heard, like, y'all, Snoop, y'all know everybody don't do that. So for y'all to get on there and be like, nah, go back to the West Coast to do the West Coast. Nigga, if we rapping, we rapping. And if you want them troubles, we gonna give you them troubles. Again, I don't think Joey Badass was necessarily calling out to Kendrick or calling out to the West Coast. But if those niggas out there heard it like that, then that's what they heard. And you can't do nothing about it.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at
It's
this.
time to step out there if you're gonna step out there. You feel me? So I did want to talk about that. Most of the listeners, and shout out to those who've been sharing the stuff and commenting on the stuff. I know we don't have the thousands and millions yet, but we got a few. I get a DM from a few folks, so we definitely do appreciate y'all. Again, follow us on social media, Late to the Party, Knoxville. I don't know what's up with TikTok as we record today, but we're not really on there as much anyway. I mean, I do a little bit, but Instagram, YouTube, that's where we are for sure. But shout out to y'all. But I was trying to get to the point where most of the people that I've talked to who listen to us are they a little older, right? So y'all remember the the video shows when we would come home from school and sit down and watch some video, some countdown shows, some TRLs, right? So with that in mind, I read a story. Where did I read it at? I read a story on vibe.com where they are planning or trying to see how they can bring back 106 in Park. Now, I read through it a little bit because I wanted to see if you plan on bringing back a countdown show, you have to really add something to it these days, all right? So I was wondering, what is your main goal of when you do bring it back? If you do bring it back, like, what is your goal, right? So I was reading it, and they was trying to explain how they would try to make it an online show, which would be cool. Excuse me. And they was trying to make it an online show because everything is digital now. You get what I'm saying? So they're trying to see about how to make it an online show, an online community, maybe a podcast or something, or talking to. It say according to Mills, a revamped version of 106 in Park is expected to be unveiled sometime this year. Speaking of 2025. And will likely coincide with BET's celebration of the 25-year anniversary of the show's launch back in 2000. We are evolving what 106 in Park will look like in 2025 because it does have that very important role. We've got a number of really exciting executions. We're approaching the 25th anniversary of 106 in Park. So there'll be some things that y'all will really be excited about. With that, I don't know if they're trying to make it a continuous thing or if they just trying to celebrate it this year. But that is the main thing. Like, I can go online and watch any video that I want at any time. When we would watch TRL, 106 in Park, The Box, stuff like that, there was a wait involved. There was a like, oh my God, let me see who will be number one. Because if it's my favorite artist, if it's Bow Wow at number one, we excited, but that's who we want to see. Or if it's Nelly at number one, we excited. That's who I want to see. But why would I wait in front of something to see what I want to see when I can just, if we're just talking videos, you get what I'm saying? Because let's just say the Not Like Us video. Right? Not Like Us would have been number one a couple weeks in a row, right? On 106 in Park. But today, if I want to see Not Like Us video, I just go to YouTube and watch the Not Like Us video. I don't have to wait on anything. So it is interesting to see what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna see. Scott Mills, the CEO of BT, is trying to bring it back. I don't, and will it be something anybody will be interested in? Because this is only for people 30 something and up. My kids ain't gonna give a damn about no 106 in Park. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't live with it. They don't know what it is. The 20s and under, they don't care about a show countdown. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I could just go online. I can go on Twitter. I can go on YouTube. I can go, and if you delete the video, because that's one thing you could try to do is take the videos down and make them have to come here. Somebody else got it. I find it somewhere online. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I don't have to sit here and watch. Good. But it would be nice to see something. Now, I don't know who they're going to bring back or who they're going to have on and all that, but it'd be cool to see. Excuse me, guys. I throat dry. Pause. I be saying pause around the house, and my wife be looking at me like, everything is not a pause. And you right. But you don't know who listening. You don't know who about to jump behind me and call and yell out pause. So you just got to be ready. You got to be prepared. But yeah, so shout out to the folks at 106 in Park if it do come back. It'll bring back the feeling, right? Everybody want the feeling of hip hop back. Shout out to Method Man and Busta Rhymes over the weekend trying to bring the feeling back. Busta Rhymes fighting with, I don't know, his manager or somebody. Method Man whooping up on a young kid. Well, I won't say whooping up because I seen a Method Man picture, and Method is Method. But also these young niggas is different. He got a little, Method Man got a little, you know what I'm saying? He got little scars on him too. So supposedly at a Crunch Fitness, shout out to the niggas who got bread and still at the $10 spot a month. He could have been at that. He could have been traveling and just needed a day pass or something. But it was his daughter's ex-boyfriend, some shit like that. I don't even know the story, but that's the feeling that everybody want to bring back. So we're gonna bring back the feeling. We're gonna bring back the feeling. I got two more stories that I want to talk about, and we'll probably revisit this again. Shout out to Dody. Dody, I hope everything good with you. The weekend is smooth to you. And we'll probably get to it again once he come back. But one of the stories that I do want to touch on is this here, right?
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass niggas for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? Osby's the one that performs for himself.
That's Uncle Snoop. When it comes to politics, I'm not the biggest talker of politics because I think where we live at, you should be able to vote for who you want to vote for. I think you should be able to stand on a square that you want to stand on. And also, don't get me wrong, minds change. That's Snoop talking about people performing for Donald Trump. That's also the same Snoop that has, let me see if I can find the other video real quick. Excuse me. That's also the same Snoop that but anyway, you can vote for who you want to vote for, stand on whatever you want to stand. But when you talk a certain way, it gives off a certain energy. Like, listen to this.
In our culture, do not
Well,
rock
you need
with
to
Donald
know
Trump.
that a lot of your fans is racist.
Ain't no fucking way around. Don't even try to put no
I don't
cut.
even want to put anything around
I
it. Yeah.
do. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
tell him straight up, motherfucker. If you like that nigga, you motherfucking racist. Fuck you and fuck him. Now what?
All right.
Draw the line, nigga. He drew the lines.
Exactly.
He drew the motherfucking lines. Before him, there were no lines. Everybody was everybody. We respected everything. We didn't trip. But nigga, when you drew the line, nigga, and start pointing motherfuckers out and saying, nigga, fuck y'all then, nigga.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You and them.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking
Kanye
about
too,
Donald Trump.
nigga. Don't forget about him too. Fuck you too.
So that's Snoop. And again, hey, Kanye, shout out to Kanye. Kanye stood on what he stood on from the jump. The problem that I have with Snoop right now and him performing, and this Rick Ross performed out there, but Ross has never been, into my knowledge, a big speaker on politics. So I never knew where he stood. So if he stood on the side with Donald Trump, hell, you stand on the side of Donald Trump. It do look a certain way after you was just dissing the nigga, calling him a white boy and all that stuff. But hey, stand on what you stand on. Nelly performed, but it's not a shot. I've never heard him speak on certain things. Now, he did talk about the Black Lives Matter and cops doing their job and da-da-da. Cool, but that's what you stand on, right? Soulja Boy is Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy he gonna do whatever the fuck he wanna do. Shout out to Big Draco, right? The thing on Snoop's end is you were so against. You calling them coons. You call niggas jigaboos, dancing for the master. He's racist if you support him. Fuck anybody who wear that hat. Fuck Kanye for wearing a hat. But all of a sudden, you different. Now, people can change over years, but is there anything that you can see at the Trump's end that you'll be like, oh, he's totally different from what he used to be? Nothing's changed. So what make you now say, fuck it, I'm going to go dance with him too? Especially after the one video of you saying whoever danced with him is a fucking, you dancing for him. You in front of him dancing for him. And looking like you having a good time. Standing next to people wearing the Make the America Greater hat. You know, the hats again. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you with them. You, Ross, y'all chilling. Y'all smiling. Y'all laughing. So what has changed now from if you perform for Master, then fuck you, to all of a sudden performing for Master? It's just a odd thing to see. And it just gives a weird feeling to see an OG like yourself who, like, when Ice Cube went to the White House to speak to Donald Trump, everybody was mad at him. But he was standing on no, I'm going to go talk to him for a reason. Whether I support him or not, that's none of y'all business. But if he is in the house and I need something, I want to see something. I want to see what he gonna do for me. Let me go talk to him to let me see what he really want to do. What does he stand on? The difference between Ice Cube and Snoop is you were so against it. I just wanted to point it out. Excuse me. I just wanted to point it out. And again, this is nothing against whoever, because I don't really give a fuck who you vote for, honestly. Because I believe in a certain way that the country is going to be, the country is going to be. Nigga, TikTok got banned, and now all of a sudden, they go cheering on Donald Trump to get TikTok back. Y'all niggas is bought for $1,200 in TikTok. $1,200 in TikTok. But if that's, I vote for who I vote for. You vote for who you want to vote for. If you don't vote, you don't vote. If I don't vote, I don't vote. I believe nothing really changes. We need to start on lower levels because in our inner cities, it's really fucked up at times. You get what I'm saying? So it's not the, hey, you can't vote for him. It's the, what have you, also, because what have you seen that changed that I haven't seen? Because I don't support him. I'm not against nobody who does. One of my friends support him. Honestly, though, one of my homeboys support him. But I'm not against you for that. That's you. That's fine. But what have you seen to make you say, damn, maybe I was wrong? Because maybe I was wrong. And maybe I now want to see what you see. Maybe I now want to stand on your square. So if that's what you need to put out, either tell the world, hey, I got paid for it, it's still fuck him, or let your people know what you've seen different so we can maybe make a better change or change. And so we not just still mad at the other nigga for supporting him. And that's the thing. I seen a Nelly video. And again, I've never heard Nelly talk politics. So if that's what you stand on, cool, you stand on it. But I seen a video of him and he just like, yeah, but they did this, they did this, they did this. And then when the person say, why do you support Trump? It's like, why y'all worried about me support Trump? Why y'all not mad at the people supporting them for doing this and doing this? You're not saying anything. Maybe Biden, Kamala, maybe they are bad. Maybe they are terrible people. But you keep pointing out why they're terrible without pointing out why Donald Trump is good. Let us hear something. Why is Vance good? Why is Elon good? That's all. I just wanted to point it out. And again, I know my brother got some shit to say. I know Dody got some shit to say. Because, I know Dody. So, I know Dody got some shit to say. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ohio State and Notre Dame. They got the football game tomorrow. Today, if you listen to this, the championship. My team didn't make it. You know, shout out to them Volunteers though. We're gonna live next year. We got a couple of players that's in the transfer portal. We got a couple of players going to the draft. So we're gonna see what stands on. But what are we gonna talk about to end the day off with? Today, let's talk about Drake. That seems to be the hot topic. Whether you like it or not, Drake is always in the news, right? So if you knew beforehand, I'm gonna sue. If you knew before, I like this machine. Now, I'm still learning this machine, but I do like it though, right? I'm gonna sue. I like it. But if you have been paying attention, Drake had the petition out to gather information against Spotify and UMG of botting numbers and saying that that they were fighting against him to boost the numbers of Kendrick's Not Like Us song to devalue Drake's stock. You know what I'm saying? To make them not as relevant, right? And I don't know. But he dropped that lawsuit or that petition. So I remember that night that he dropped it. It was on I want to say the 15th or something like that it came out that he dropped it. And then the stories on Twitter went crazy. Oh, he dropped it because UMG backed down. You know what I'm saying? And they paid him what they needed to pay him. I seen his fans say that he got the $1 billion that he needed, right? I heard the other side say he ain't got nothing, so he backed down, right? I didn't know what happened. I remember I had posted something like, Drake, did you drop the lawsuit, the petition? I was confused, and I did want to hear what was going on. A couple of hours passed after everybody done made their videos, they think pieces and everything. A couple of hours passed, and then we find out what's really going on. Oh, he's suing UMG. I'm gonna sue. He is full on suing UMG.
Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
So with that in the air, we have a full on lawsuit against UMG for harassment and defamation. The song Not Like Us. The only thing that I don't like about this is, first of all, I'm not no lawyer. I don't know if he's gonna win. I think we open up a whole can of worms if he does win though. But let me speak from the battle rap side of it, right? You engaged in a battle. You stepped into a ring with another rapper, right? You punched that rapper. Then you punched him again. He pushed you and said, stop playing with me before I fuck you up. And then he jabbed you again. Then you said, I got him where I want him. And you started just welling on him. And you brought out a bat. Bow, you hit a nigga with a bat. That nigga brought a gun. Shot your ass. So now you suing. This is my only thing. You suing for defamation. If Drake was over here minding his own business, being the hit machine that he is, and just making songs that we can all dance to in the club, and then all of nowhere, Kendrick was like, freaky ass nigga is 69 guy, freaky. Then I'd be like, oh yeah, you suing? Cool, sue. Because if you don't want that back and forth, sue that nigga. He can't just be calling you no pedophile out of nowhere. That's not what happened though. What happened was you defamed him. He defamed you. You just don't like the ramifications that is coming along with being defamed. But you reacted like you. And I know somebody was online. I was talking to somebody online, which I gotta stop doing. I'm raising my blood pressure to a nigga that I don't know. I don't even know this person, right? But I seen somebody online. He was like, why are you comparing domestic violence to pedophilia? I'm not comparing them. One is worse than the other. I'm not comparing them. What I'm saying is you did it, I did it. So why are you suing? And then everybody want to say, oh, y'all, you all of a sudden y'all care about the big labels. It's not the fact of the labels. Fuck the labels. He dropped part of the suit that we all was for when he was suing the labels. Because he not suing to have this big old opening of like, this what the companies be doing to people. He's suing because this song really defamed him. And it's not even all about the pedophilia. It's not all about the pedophile, the rant. And if you read some, now, I'm not a big reader, but I glanced through. I read some. But if you glance through it, they breaking down lyrics in the song. The wop, 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 dot, fuck them up. That part is a call to violence per the lawsuit. In the lawsuit, he is saying that part of that song was a call to action to have people run up on Drake randomly at any time, which, if you believe that, cool, don't make sense. Because if that's the case, why are you riding around with, I'll bleep his name out. Well, why are you riding around with him, somebody who is threatening to kill Kendrick and kill anybody that's in that video? But you don't want no call to act, no call to violence on your side. You only want it over here because it makes sense to you over here. Like it's just weird. I'm not one of the ones who saying I don't listen to Drake no more. His shit don't da-da-da. Some songs don't hit the same no more, right? But I still like his music. But some shit sound a little different now. You get what I'm saying? And he's asking for money. Excuse me. There's no direct number in there, but he's asking for all these other fees, lawyer fees, and all that stuff. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what's going to happen. But this is also a man who was watching his friend, quote unquote, watching his friend Thug fight a trial based off lyrics being used. You are not for lyrics being used against your friend. So now why is it okay? That's the only problem I have with this. And we all are hypocrites. We all are hypocritical. That's life. Everybody got a duality. Everybody is two different people, whatever, however you want to put it. We all can change our minds at times. this does looks away. This does look away. I don't care how y'all want to spin it and saying that they trying to devalue him at his time of renegotiation. At his time of renegotiation, right? So you take away suing Spotify and all that for biting numbers because that's what the devalue one was. But if he is signed to a label, they put out both of y'all music. Both of y'all have defamatory lines going at each other. They released them both. This song just hit. Before Spotify or anybody put numbers behind it, it was a hit. Rick Ross put out a video that night and said, hey, they are dancing on your grave out here. We saw videos all over TikTok, all over Instagram, all over YouTube of people already dancing, knowing the words to this song. So, me as a label, I'm going to put the regular money behind it. I'm a label. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I know I'm going all the way around. I'm trying to stay on track of where I am. I just don't like this from the battle aspect. I remember Joe Budden said this on his podcast and it made me think about it because it's like you are against people coming to your home because you feel threatened, which is a very valid reason. Like my kid is here, my girl is here, my mom is here, my homies is here. That's very valid. But Joe Budden did bring up when you had them little kids throwing rocks at his crib and shit, and he came out running with a motherfucking dirty wife beater on. That's the old Joe. You was cheering that on. You was like, yeah, because y'all had a little back and forth. So at that time, you like, yeah. But at that time, you were bigger than that artist. When you lost to Pusha T, you were bigger than that artist, so he didn't have a hit. When you won against Meek Mill, you won. So you was able to do this tour and down this man and demean him, defame him. He's a bitch. He's this. He's that. You was able to do that. Now on the other side, you lost to a threat. This song, like the Not Like Us song, didn't just become a hit on the West Coast or in America. It's a worldwide smash. Now we got a problem. If he was only aiming at the pedophile lines, even though I still think that's stupid, I would be more like, well, I mean, he called him a pedophile, so what are you gonna do? But the fact that in this lawsuit, it is breaking down different parts of the song. When Kendrick say, I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. In the lawsuit, it says since Kendrick was born and raised in fucking Oakland, that he's calling for action. That when he come to first of all, he's not from Oakland. He reps LA. You know what I'm saying? I know it's all the West Coast, whatever. The wop part was a call of violence, right? Y'all pointing out the videos now, and also in the video, y'all like, oh, when he was playing hopscotch, he was insinuating. Oh, so now we're suing over insinuating something. But when you were doing it, and I like what Universal said. Let me see if I got what Universal said. Universal said, not only are these claims untrue, but the notion that we would seek to harm any reputation of any artist, let alone Drake, because Drake is Drake. Drake is Drake, right? Is illogical. We have invested massively in his music, and our employees around the world have worked tirelessly for many years to help him achieve historic commercial and personal finance successes. Finance successes. Nigga can't read today, can he? It says they also added throughout his career, Drake has intentionally and successfully used UMG to distribute his music and poetry to engage in conventionally. What the fuck am I saying? To engage in outrageous back and forth rap battles to express his feelings about other artists. I love that from UMG because it's like, as soon as you say something, it's like, hey, wait a minute, nigga, we did this for you too. Oh, you want to pull up that they bought numbers now? Oh, we did that for you too. Oh, you want to be mad because somebody defamed you? Oh, yeah, we did that for you too. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's been happening. This is nothing new. That's my only problem with it. That's my only problem with it. If he was like I said, if he was minding his own business, doing God's plan, and then somebody came out and Kendrick came out of nowhere and was putting out in the world he a pedophile and shit. And if he didn't want to rap back with him, sue that nigga. Fuck him. Take that nigga shit. Take that fucking the Black Grand National. But that's not what happened. That's the only part I don't get. Even if they are devaluing your stock, sue them for something. Not for harassment. They ain't harassing you. And me and Dody have a bet on if he performs not like us at the Super Bowl. And at first I was like, I don't think he's going to. And I still don't want him to. Let me take it back. I'm gonna say I don't think he need to. But now I want him to step on that nigga grave. Like, I think he should come out with I don't think he should perform it first, but I think the beat should come on. I think it should start with the mustard on the beat, right? Start with the beat, but then go into something else. So people think, oh, that's all he gonna do. He only gonna do that, right? Last song, marching band, kill that shit in New Orleans. Dance on the grave, because the way he is moving is proving you are not like us. Not at all. Not once, right? It's going to be interesting to see what comes from this, because again, like I said, this opens up another can of worms if we are now suing because of what somebody said. Because on one end, we don't want lyrics used in court. But if it's something you don't like, use the lyrics in court. So it will be interesting to see what comes out of this, because I think it's going to open up a lot more stuff. The battle raps is going to be totally different, because if a nigga talk about killing me type shit, oh, I don't like it. And now also because people think it's okay to not write your lyrics. So that's one thing, because we have let Drake in the industry get away with so much stuff. This is just going to be another thing that people going to say, oh, it's cool. We can sue if we don't like something that they say. We can have somebody else write our lyrics. We can do whatever against what the culture was, because now it has changed in front of our eyes due to the biggest artist in the world. He's still Drake. And that's also what I want to see. I want to see the defamation that stopped his career. Because when you talk to his fans, or when you see his fans post it, or when you see the numbers, he's still the number one streamed artist in the world, right? As far as rap, the biggest. It's not even close, right? You got Nike deals. You got the Knock the Clothing brand. That's a deal with Nike. You have the NFL clothing deal. You are gaining new deals as we speak. There is new stuff happening day by day that we see. And then your fans also say, oh, he can't nothing stop him. You also said on the XQC, whatever his stream is, you also said, you can't stop me. I'm still here. I'm alive and well. But on the other end, you've been defamed and you losing money. That's the only thing I don't like about it. And then he calling for when Kendrick said, you're not a colleague, you're a fucking colonizer. You don't understand that lyric. You think that's anti-Semitic, I can't even think of the word, but you because anti-Semitic, right? So they saying that Kendrick using that is calling to Drake's Jewish side because he's not from America. That's not what that lyric is. But that lyric, and in this case, it is proven that you are not like us or not like them. You are from where you're from, and you live the way you live. It's funny. It's funny. He calling the streamers in there. He got different tweets. People that tweeted something online. Like he's talking like he's getting the internet. He's been bullied on the internet. He's been bullied at home. Like he just can't do shit because of this goddamn song, Not Like Us. So Kendrick, you know that'll make you look real stupid, real crazy. But if you don't care about how you look no more in the music industry, in the hip hop community, shit, go ahead, sue that nigga. And if you win, but you change and you open up a lot of doors for people to sue because of shit they don't like no more. That's the only problem I have with this lawsuit, right? And you also said in one of your songs, right? You said, first, I was a rat. So where's the proof in the trial then? Where's the paperwork? The cabinet is filed in. And then on another song, you say, assist and deceased is for hoes. Can't listen to lyrics come out of your mouth. Listen to this real quick. Listen to this.
It's giving crash out, guys. But, you know, from a legal perspective, it's an...
This is from, I think it's NBC News or one of them news networks. This is from just a news channel that's talking about it.
Interesting move on Drake's part. Notably, he's not suing Kendrick Lamar, right? He's suing Universal, which reps both of these artists.
So why would he do that?
Yeah, so it's interesting. It seems like a failed attempt sort of not to look petty, not to look like he's suing the artist that just, you know, annihilated him in this rap battle.
Killed him.
Let's just call it for what it is. That song is a banger, right? But so, you know, the idea is that Universal.
Carolyn, I didn't know you were a rap head.
I am.
Oh my God,
I'm a
I love
Lamar
this.
stan. I'm a Kendrick Lamar stan. But look, legally speaking, you know, the idea is that Universal has been representing Drake for many, many years, that they know these allegations are false. They wouldn't be repping him otherwise. And the fact that they push this distribution so much, the song has been streamed on Spotify over 1 billion times. They've really been backing Kendrick Lamar on this one. Look, it's unique in this industry. I think it's sort of poetic justice, the song Not Like Us. I mean, a lot of people in the community are saying...
Now, this is a white woman. I do like how she says in the community, right? In the community.
You know, this is not how you deal with hip hop rap battle beef. You go
At
in
all.
the studio, you lay down some tracks.
Yeah.
This is not what Drake is doing. On legal grounds, I think he's on pretty shaky legal grounds. There's this concept of sort of informed consent. It's you know, when you get into rap battles, you would expect that there's going to be some you know, back and forth. And there is also First Amendment free speech rights implicated here.
And that's my thing, right? Excuse the freedom of speech and stuff. I know we have that, but sometimes that shit get you in trouble. But it's the first part of that she said. You engaged in it, and that's the only thing I posted up a TikTok. I don't even know if y'all can see it. It's on my Instagram. It's on the Instagram as well. But once you engaged, you put it out there. You defamed this man, called him a woman beater, called this woman a cheater, said the baby wasn't his. Like, you said all kind of stuff to him. You said you would shoot down Rick Ross's plane. His plane came down. Did you have something to do with that? Like, I don't know.
I'm gonna sue.
It just gives it's so weird, very weird feeling, man. Or I won't say feeling because I'm not involved. I'm gonna go to sleep just fine tonight, right? I do want to see what happens with this lawsuit, and I do want to see if Kendrick performs this song at the Super Bowl. And again, it's not that being called a pedophile is worse than domestic violence, but once you put something out there, you understand that this is what this is, right? And if there's something, because I heard people saying that they violated something in his contract for letting somebody else defame him. If you knew that was in your contract and you pull this type of stunt, like, what do you expect? Why engage if this will fuck up your, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just weird. You know what Ja Rule said to Eminem one time? He said, he said, your mother's a crackhead and Kim is a known slut. So what's Haley gonna be when she grows up? I know. It's not being called a pedophile. But that's the type of shit that you expect in a rap battle. Eminem didn't sue. Eminem went to the studio and did what Eminem do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Again, shout out to Dody. We're supposed to review the Headbusters album. That's how it happened to him, but we'll review that on next week's episode. Again, follow us on social medias. Late to the Party, Knoxville, on YouTube and Instagram. And we do have a Twitter page, X page. It is Dody and Reggie. And if TikTok is there, it's Late to the Party, Knoxville. I don't know how TikTok is going right now. $1,200 in TikTok, though. Gotta vote. But thank you for listening to another episode of Late to the Party with Dody and Reggie. I am Reggie. Shout out to Dody. All right? And we'll be back. And again, I appreciate everybody who's listening. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep moving. Peace out to everybody. Have a beautiful week. And I love to. I gotta put before I get out of here though, I gotta put the sounds in here. Because when you buy this machine that I have, right? That we got, it's the Rodecaster Pro, whatever, right? It got its own sounds in there, but I'm trying to figure out like what do I want to put in there? What's like I watched. I know we don't shout out a lot of podcasts, but I watched Joe Budden. Joe Budden, one of my favorite pods to listen to, and I like to hear the different times where he dropped his
Somebody come and look at
his
this.
different input because it makes sense at certain times. You get what I'm saying? So anyway, we out. Peace.